Right, so I'm back out today. I'm going to be doing some more, leaving my trail cameras in this little bit of woodland, leave them for a couple of days, come and pick them up, and then we'll see what we capture with on the trail camera. Previously I got a lot of deer activity and I was quite annoyed, let's say, with the camera that I was using, because it was recording in set intervals of 2 seconds to 4 seconds every time it caught something good. And if it was like a little squirrel on the floor and stuff like that, then it was recording for 30 seconds. But when it come to the good things like deers and foxes, it was just 2 seconds here, there and everywhere. So it wasn't really that good. So I'm going to swap the two cameras over. So we're going to put the one that I had near the tree in the bushes last time in that place. And then the next camera, we're going to be putting it up here. I'll show you that in a bit. So we're going to put one trail camera back where I got some good footage, but like I say, swapping the camera over and the other camera in a completely different place. So now I'm back in this location for the second time. Once I've done this video, pick the trail cameras up, we won't come back down here for about 2 or 3 months. People may or may not recognise the area, so I don't start leaving them out for people to come across them, because you do get a nasty habit of people taking your cameras when they find them, and that can be very disheartening, let's say. Some people can't just leave them alone, they have to take them with them. Just want to get down here past all these nettles. Ouch. Right, we're on track now, I think. There we go. Right, let's get the first trail camera out, get it in place. So this is the one that I left in this location last time. This is the one what we're collecting 2-4 seconds of footage when it should have been 30 seconds. And this one only got a bird. So this is the Victor one, I think. Victor, whatever it's called anyway. So we're going to put this out this time and see if it does better with catching like the deers, the foxes or whatever else moves around here. So what I'm doing now is I'm just trying to camouflage the camera a little bit. Right, so I've just set my trail camera, that's on. There we go, it's counting down now. So everything there is in place. Push it down a little bit more. And we're just going to leave it there for a few days, a little bit, let's say 4 days, 4 nights, and then we'll come and pick it up. Right, so that's trail camera 1 in place. Now, if you're new to my channel, I don't just like to do trail cameras. I do a lot of wild camping, showing you tents, staying out a lot of nights camping and things like that. Mostly single night camping in like different tents and setups and stuff like that. So hot tent camping in winter time. I do like to do a lot of other outdoor stuff with on this channel. These trail cameras are just a little passion I've got at the moment. So while I've got them, I like to upload them to this channel, and then my subscribers already like to watch them. Couple of thousand people at a time. Right, I need to be up there. So if this is like the first time you've seen my channel, do consider looking through the playlists, hitting that subscribe button and following my little journey. I think I've just got over 67,000 subscribers up to this date. That's really good. I'm just looking for sort of an easier route up there. It's going to be a good climb. So someone's been using this as a sleeping area, just how it's a lot flatter than everything else. So probably a couple of animals, deers, maybe foxes, maybe deers, let's say. I need to keep going up here. Right, so I'm liking this tree for my next trail camera, because look at all that what it's covering. This looks a really nice spot here. Right, I think this is camera number 2's location for a couple of days. Right, so trail camera number 2 is out, and that's facing exactly what you're seeing now. Right, so we'll leave them. I'm thinking 5 days. I'll come back Friday for them, and then next part video you'll see me picking them up. So I'm very excited to picking up these trail cameras just to see what animals I have managed to capture on it. I do see a lovely fallen tree there. Maybe that could be a nice spot for a trail camera. One of my trail cameras is here, and I'm very unhappy about what I'm seeing. This may have just become a problem. When I camouflaged the trail camera, all these leaves were up here, beautiful. Because it's been 5 days, they seem to have dropped around the sensors and stuff like that. So we're going to have a lot of dodgy footage of all these, like so. First thing we'll do is take the camera and I'll have a look. So trail camera number 1, let's have a look at it, see what we got. Batteries seem to be in place. Let's turn it on, let's have a look. I think we're going to have a... once again, what is up with this camera? There we go, we're on. So what I need to do is go to playback, and it's saying we've got 79 clips. So a few of them are going to be me setting the camera up. So what I did this time is I set the trail camera up for like a minute recording, and it seems to have recorded a lot better than previous. We do have some interrupting the camera. We did have a lot of wind as well, you know, bad wind, so I wonder if some of the trees have triggered it. But it does seem, yeah, we do seem to have a lot of footage. Some of it's still from the previous time I put this camera up. So I do know at least we've got one decent footage of a deer. So that's a good thing. If I just go back to that deer. So we've got a lot of the tree here. It's been picking that up. But we do have a lot of other images we can look through. Night footage. I just want to find that one with deer, and then I can play it and see if it's recorded for the length that I set it for. Right, so you're not going to see it, but there is a deer on the camera there. So if I press play, yeah, so we do have some good time with that deer, thank God. So what I'll do is I'll take this back, take all this down from the tree, and I'll bring you back, and then we'll walk down to the next camera. So the next camera, what I'm going to pick up now, I placed that on the tree in my previous video, and it just caught a bird, you know, landing on a branch. Were there any animals what walked past it and they didn't trigger it? I don't know. But what I have learnt about these trail cameras is, if, just say you're the trail camera in the lens now, and I'm walking to you, as right here, the camera doesn't trigger. The camera triggers from left to right, from angle to angle. Like I say, if you're walking to the camera like this, it's very not likely, but it is going to start capturing footage. So I do need to consider that in my mind next time I put these trail cameras out. I am learning, step at a time, not a mega big rush. I used to put trail cameras out years ago, but I got these Suntech ones and they were pretty rubbish, to be fair. Anyway, while I'm walking here, I'll put footage on now of what I got from that trail camera. So I am seeing a lot of signs, but somebody else has been down here. You can just tell by where the grass is flattened. I'll turn you around and I'll show you what I mean. See things like that? It's being forced down into the ground. It could be an animal, but it's quite a big area what's flattened. So that tells me it's a human. And there's just more signs all the way across here. See how like the mud is more fresher, so someone has definitely, or someone has been walking this direction. Yeah, my trail camera is over in that direction there, so this is where I do get the bad feeling that someone's come across the camera and probably helped themselves to it. It does happen a lot. That's what all the camouflaging is about. Excuse me. That's what camouflaging them is all about, making them so they're less noticeable to people just walking past with their dogs or young kids and stuff, because somebody will take them. It's just how it goes, isn't it? Someone said leave a little sticker or card on the inside, you know, it's explaining what I'm doing, and please leave them alone. It's probably a good idea, but will it help? I don't really know. Right, which way am I walking? We'll go this way. So trail camera number 2 is still there, and I'm really happy about that. Now let me know in the comments below what you think about these videos. Are you enjoying them on this channel? It won't be all the time. Winter time, definitely not, because for winter to come out and start putting trail cameras out and stuff, it just becomes dark, horrible and stuff like that. Animals seem to bed down a lot more in winter time. But summertime like this, peak summer, they're out all the time, aren't they? Now this trail camera has given me a bit of trouble in the past. Not recording, not showing signs of anything. So it's going to be interesting to know if it's actually got something. I should really start using these olive leaves a lot more, because they stay green for a long time. This got put out at the same time as the other camera, and you saw how quick the leaves died. Camouflaging that one. These ones are still nice and green, aren't they? This is always an exciting time, innit? Coming back and your trail cams are still in place. Oh, I did that knot a bit tight. And I'm just wondering if anything's on your cameras. It's the best feeling, this. Right, let's have a look, eh? please have something in this camera. That's all I'm asking. The batteries look good. Right. Yep, we have some power. 5 days and they still save power. The thing about this one is I've got to sit here now and punch in the password. I won't click it too many times because people will probably try to work that out, won't they? There we go, nearly there. It's very exciting, this part. What letter comes after that one on it now? Ah, oh, forgot the last letter. Wow. Forgetting your own password, that's a start, isn't it? Right, here we go, we're in. 100% battery. I feel like this has not worked at all. Replay. 30 clips. Me, not so me yet. Ah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What the hell's that thing there? And then this is me. So we do have a few clips. What I am quite happy about. I just wish I were getting more animals than I am. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to go look around, see if I can find any signs of other animals, and then badgers, let's say. So stuff like that, you know, instead of the original ones that I'm captured at the moment. I just want more for video, really. But we're getting some. This camera is not as bad as I thought. It just must have been me leaving it out in rubbish locations. Very happy indeed. Right, let's have a little rummage around. That little spot there is absolutely perfect for tracking animals, but I need new locations, somewhere better to put them. Number one, because I don't want anybody who watches my videos to twig where the cameras are, and if you feel a little bit malicious, come down and ruin them. Is it me overthinking? More than likely, but I'd rather it not happen if I can. I want to be over there. That looks interesting. So it all opens up. A few trail cameras in there will be pretty good. So what we get if we go through here. I've never come this far in, to be fair, so it's always interesting to see new spots, new places, let's say. There we go, can have a look over the wall here really, can't we? Seems alright. So I hope you can see it as good, but it seems to be some animal trackings here, here, here. Like something's there. I don't know how close you can get, but it's got like here, I mean, some right little claws. That could be a squirrel, I think. But there's so much going on around here with different tracks, bigger than a squirrel's print. Definitely. And then you can see this here. Same there. And we've got something going on there. That's telling me if I get a trail camera on that tree here, we're going to be looking all the way down there with a trail camera. So anything on this log or in the mud, let's say, as well, or even anything coming from this direction over here, it's definitely going to pick it up. You see there's more there. These are imprints of animals. I'm saying deer with this one, but we're all over. You can just see activity, can't you? So what my idea with that spot is, I'm just going to leave it a week, maybe 3 weeks actually. I'll come sometime in August, put the trail cameras back out there, maybe sooner, maybe later, I don't know. I don't want to give it a direct date, and then we'll leave it there and we'll just exactly see what he's doing, that the prints. But as you walk on here, you just get closer to the water again. Look at the colour of the water, like an orangey browny colour. What is causing that? Does anybody know? I don't see any sign of life in there. Falling over again. Yeah, the colour of that water is like if or when we go to Mars, what sort of rivers you'd see up there, wouldn't it? Or over there, or back there, whichever way it is. Yeah, it's sort of water you'd see on Mars. If there's any water up there, who knows? Who knows? That from the UFOs. Right, I'm going to put in the trail camera footage from the last camera. Right, well there we go. Not a lot of footage really for 5 days, but that's just the way it goes, isn't it? We can't drag them to the camera. Let's just start throwing bait around. At the moment, I don't want to start baiting up my area. I think it's cheating. I like the animals to do what they do in their natural life, and then coming across my cameras, let's say. I just don't want to be baiting them in, because it's not quite right, I don't think. Not yet anyway. If I start getting sick and not getting other animals, then I truly might start baiting them up, but for now, definitely not. If you like what you see and you want to see more of me on my channel, wild camping, tents and all like that, check out all my videos. If you like what you see, you can press here by subscribing to the channel. I'll share a video up there for you. Well, I'll let YouTube recommend that video to you. And for me, I'll see you probably Sunday morning, hopefully, with a camping video. See you next time.